Today I'm going to talk about one of the most overlooked parts of the interview process, and that is your closing statement. Now, you can just at the end of the interview shake someone's hand and say thank you, but that is not a power move. What you want to do is to make sure they know you want the job, and I'm going to tell you how you do it. As a former recruiter, I can tell you that one of the criteria that almost every hiring manager has for selecting a person is to understand that they really want this job. So what you want to do is make sure that you're communicating that. It's just not enough to be enthusiastic. You really have to drive home that message. So one of the things in psychology they talk about is primacy and recency effects. Primacy being the first, recency being the last. So you want the last thing that interviewer remembers about you is that you were very clear that this was a job that you really wanted. And today, I'm going to show you how you can do that in a way that is not forceful, that it is not desperate, but it shows your commitment, your leadership, and your professionalism. And those are great things to end an interview on. There are some experts who warn that asking for the job may make you look desperate or pushy or even diminish your negotiation power. And that's why it's important when you do this that it's not a hard sell. You're not like a used car salesman. But what you want to do is to do this strategically so that your interviewer is not offended, thinks you are a professional, and is wowed by your desire to want to join their organization. Now, for those of you that are in mid-career, now you might think, well, this is kind of a rookie thing to do. But actually, no, it's not. At that level, they are looking for people that have leadership, that have executive presence. So you doing this in a strategic way, not a hard sell way, can demonstrate this. And as I said, it's the last thing they remember about you. So you can make a really positive impression. The goal of the power close is to leave a very strong impression and to demonstrate your value. So I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can do this effectively. Thank you so much for the conversation today and sharing the challenges, and then give the specifics from your conversation about those challenges you are facing. I am very familiar with them. As I discussed, I have had to address the same challenges. I have had great success, and I know I can bring my knowledge, skills, and expertise here to help you reach your goals. Option 1 is about connecting to your value. Option 2 is a more direct and decisive approach. I have enjoyed our conversation. Thank you for expanding on the role and the challenges it would be tackling. This type of work excites me and is a great fit for my strengths and skills. And here you would put what strengths and skills you know would align well with the role. I would be very excited to join your team and support its success. And option 3 is about your enthusiasm for the role. It was great to hear about this role and learn it aligns well with what I am looking for. If it wasn't apparent before, let me tell you, I would be excited to join your team. If you found this information helpful, I always appreciate a like, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It really helps. So when do you deliver this? Right at the end, right after you have asked all the questions and everything is wrapping up. You want this to be your final closing statement, the one that they are going to remember. Now, this is all part of your strategy to show that you're interested in the role, you're the right fit. So don't forget to follow up with a thank you note. I know some people don't want to send one, but it is a great marketing tool. In the thank you note, you can talk about your enthusiasm for the role, as well as be strategic and talking about parts of the conversation that align with your value and emphasizing that. Always be strategic in your interviews. You want to be able to align yourself with that organization. And the thank you note is just one last way you can do this. So remember these three things. First, close strategically. You want to show your enthusiasm as part of your value. The second thing is you want to be confident in what you say. You don't want it to look desperate, but you want yourself to look like you have executive presence and are that professional. And then don't forget to follow up. Use those thank you notes as a way to reinforce that you really want this job and you have the value that this organization needs. That is a great way to use strategy to help you get the job offer.